Hello, this is Shauna with Soymilkmuse, and today I have a flip through of the Brambly Hedge ring-bound journal. And this was only the second ring-bound journal I've made, and it was a lot of fun to make. She's a pretty removable spine dangle with lots of different textiles and some pearls, some lace and ribbon, some leaf trim, some yarn, lots of different things on there. And it does remove with the bulb pin. So this journal for size is 9¼ inches tall, 7½ inches wide. It's on 1½ inch rings, and this side is gator mouth to about 3¼ inches, so not too far. On the cover, I have some of the Brambly Hedge book page, some of this lovely trim that reminds me of moss or lichen or something like that. Here's an applique flower. It's kind of almost a leathery feel. It must be like, you know, like a faux leather of some sort, like vinyl. Some pearls and this gold leaf trim. Made it look like a little flower up there. I painted on this piece. I painted it gold and stamped journal with archival ink. It's got some brads. There's a little fabric behind, the same fabric that is on the edges here, and another piece of black cardstock. And then we have the metal book corners. And these holes on the side for the ribbon are reinforced with eyelets there. And it's just a bow closure. The back is just the original book cover. Trimmed with the fabric here. Let's see if I can get this off. A little bit too much there. I like the fray, but you know. Oh, looks like I need to put a book corner on that one. But it is the original book cover from Brambly Hedge, so I used the cover from the book. It was thrifted and damaged, so I salvaged what I could. The cover was in pretty good condition though. And we open up. And let's try to get in frame. And in the front we have an envelope that I did some stenciling on, 2 different stencils. And this stencil also is up here. This is Forest Moss Distress Ink, and this is Aged Mahogany. Those are probably 2 of my favorite Distress Ink colors. So this is from the Brambly Hedge book here with a gold sticker and another punch from, I believe this is scrapbook paper. And this opens and it's just got a little piece of paper in there for writing. It's a bit of a tight fit, but it does work. And I lined it with more scrapbook paper. And here we have a little cluster with a wax seal and the ribbon that was in the book. And this is, let's figure out how it opens. Yeah, it tucks right inside there and opens up this way. And this is the copyright down here, the ISBN number. Pretty cool. This was the 4 Seasons of Brambly Hedge, I believe is what it was called. What is the copyright date here? 1988. This one might have been 1990. Yeah. So not terribly old. And then this tucks right in here. These I saw made on Treasure Books channel, Natasha. And I admit I'm not the best at working them. It does work though. See what I'm doing here. Anyway, just trying to get that under there. I probably didn't tuck it the best, but that's okay. It'll stay put. There's some twine under that wax seal as well. The little mouse from the front cover. It's the original front cover. I just embellished some. And coming over to the first page, we have a little pocket. This is a bit of book page from Brambly Hedge, and a little journal card with one of the images on some scrapbook paper, with some of the text and some more of that, a different color of that pretty trim, some bling, and just writing space on the back. And then a little tag with some of this. It reminds me of jelly, this ribbon does. I like to call it jelly ribbon. I don't know what it's actually called, but there's some writing space on this tag, some pretty scrapbook paper on the front. And this is just a little embellishment. I punched out a butterfly and just added it into this pocket on this flippy pad. A little bit of this beautiful lace. There is some French book page and some pink linen paper, and this might have been fly sheet, and some avocado dyed sketchbook. And then this is from the book in the beginning of the Brambly Hedge book. And this is a page from the Brambly Hedge. And then coming over here, we have a bookmark from the spine of the dust jacket. I put a little eyelet and a tassel and some scrapbook paper on the back that I thought coordinated pretty well. Oops, gotta actually tuck it into the pocket. This does flip open. And there's also a journal card in here with one of the images from the book, some bling, some lace, some of French Fable book page, and it's on craft colored card. And then this is also a pocket down here, and we have this little flippy here that opens up, and this is, I put it through my embossing machine. So we have some applique and some other paper and one of the images from the book on the back. And then this little tag with one of the book images and some of the fable on the back, some lace and some bling. And this is a kind of a toile ribbon. And then over here, I did this page. This is one of the book pages in the back, and I used the sewing machine to stitch some, this is a extra strong like page protector. I cut it to size and stitched it on, and it makes a really large pocket for the whole page. And inside this we have the front cover of the dust jacket, and I added some lace, and I had it applied it to some heavier paper, and it's now just a little notebook. And I put some fun kind of tassel trim on the side. Tried to preserve as much of the book as I could. It is pretty special. And over here, another book page, and I did some stenciling here. There's a pocket with one of the book pages and some little collage. This is scrapbook paper, and the base of this page is thrifted file folder. And then we have another one of these pretty little guys. Unwrap. This is embossed paper, and I painted the flap gold in the back with acrylic paint. There's some trim and a wooden button. And then it opens up like the other ones. And I'm not going to do it right now because it'll take forever to put it back together. But yeah, it opens and you can write on it. It's like a full-size sheet of paper by the time you open it. Here we go. And then over here, more scrapbook paper, and this is a little bit from the book. Some little fishes. This is from the book. This is some stenciling I did through the negative from when I punched out some butterflies. This is a altered paper clip right here. to get her to come off. There we go. And this has ribbon and lace and more ribbon and a little wooden butterfly that's sewn on. And in this pocket, there is this little journal card with some lace and a little mouse image from the book, scrapbook paper, bling, and some of the French book page. And the paper clip, of course, can be moved around the book anywhere someone would want to put it. And over here we have some of the fabric I just put on the top, some stenciling around for the summer story. Oh, and these are hole reinforcers I made with a regular, hole punch, and then 1 inch, I think it was 1 inch circle punch. Might have been a 3/4 inch. I feel like we're too low. There we go. And then this is one of the book pages that I altered with file folder pocket that I stenciled on, stitched around the edge, added some of this pretty trim, 2 journal cards in the pocket with a paper flower, some of the book page images, a little of the French, and some liquid pearls on scrapbook paper. And this one is scrapbook paper with book page, one of the images from the book, some bling and some lace. And over here we have some stenciling top and bottom, and the rest is the original book page. And this one is a pocket, and inside those 2 pages is another little booklet, some of the 12 ribbon to reinforce the spine, some stenciling, and this is from the book, both of these, some lace, and then just some yellow paper. Put it back in here. There we go. Another one of the Brambly Hedge book pages, some stenciling. And here we have the spring story. So ribbon at the top, and this is a flippy pad attached to the page, torn and inked with forest moss, just some different papers, some of that avocado dyed sketchbook, and pretty scrapbook paper, some of the tassel-y trim. And there we have one of the book page images. And this is some stamping that I did on this scrapbook paper that is on file folder. And on this side, I used one of the book pages with some of that fabric. I ruffled down this side and I made it into 3 pockets. And they each have sari silk on the end. This one has a little applique. They just slide right in and out, and they're pretty plain except for stamping. This one, a little bit of lace at the top of this tag. This is from the book jacket, so it's a bit glossy. A little bit of ribbon underneath here. This is scrapbook paper. And this other tag here, scrapbook paper with Brambly Hedge book page, lace, and the butterfly that I cut out of one of the book pages. They're both good for writing space. One of the images from the book. And this pocket made from file folder, lace. There's some book page behind, and this is what I cut some other butterflies out of this scrapbook paper. Of course, sewn around the edge. Some more of the book page, a little bit of stenciling up there and down here. And this one over here is a flip out. Let's come over here. Did a little bit of stenciling. There's a fussy cut butterfly, some lace, and some of that kind of lichen trim. And here's an applique here. And it flips open, more applique on this book page, and we can see this whole image here. And on this side, looks like we're moving into winter. We've got the winter party, a little bit of stenciling up here, And this page, like the previous one we saw, is the extra heavy duty page protector. I made just a half pocket on this page, stitched around on the sewing machine, some of the fringy trim, and this is another little notebook. So we can still see that whole gorgeous image there. Definitely looking wintry. So we have some texture. This is some cork fabric with some gold on it. It came that way. I got it to cover a cork board that I made, and I stamped with archival ink notes. It's got some blue velvet on the side and some stenciling on the back with blue. And then this is just a mess. Just a little notebook with some pages for writing in there. All right, coming over the page, some more of the original book pages, just with a bit of stenciling. And over here, that is not a pocket. Oh, that is a pocket, but I didn't put anything in that one, so somebody could definitely put something in there. It was getting pretty full already. Another book page image with some file folder that I inked with forest moss, stitched on, and did some stenciling. And then the two journal cards. It's a cute little one of the little kid mice. And on scrapbook paper with some lace and some bling. And this one, little book page image, some of the French book page, some lace, paper flower with a pearl on scrapbook paper. And on this one, I punched some butterflies out of, it was actually a Kerrygold box. So they're very, very shiny gold. And we have a little bit of stenciling, and other than that, just the book page itself shines. There we go, a little bit of stenciling down here. And then here I have some paper from another journal that I repurposed. It's pink, it's really pretty. Some of that green trim, some of the book page with a little bit of stenciling, book page from Brambly Hedge. And the base of that is file folder. And then more of the writing paper with some little mouse ladies and some stenciling here. And then this page, this flips up, and it is an envelope. Oops, let's see if I can, oh, I didn't actually put anything in there. It is an envelope. You can see it. I have my notes here. So it is a pocket. I didn't put anything in there. This is glued down. So yeah, but kind of pretty. I love that fabric so much. And then it has two tags. This is just scrapbook paper back here. And there's some of the book page image right here. This is the French book page. A little bit of the brown trim with some white lace and a fussy cut butterfly with some bling. And this one has, might be book page image, and then some lace, bling, applique, and sari silk on this tag. And this is also from the Brambly Hedge book, and this back is from the Fables. All right. And this one, we have more of that toile ribbon that I love so much. And this is more of that pink journal paper with a little bit of stenciling, that black fringy trim. And here we have more book page with stenciling. And this one is a pocket that I also did not add anything to. And on this side, there's more of the file folder with stenciling. You can see most of that pretty book page back there. And this is another one of those fun, flip open sheets of paper that went through the embossing machine. so that could be written on or notes tucked inside. This is from the Brambly Hedge book. This is some of that beautiful, it's either like a cool white or gray, more gray, maybe dove gray. And this is a wooden heart embellishment here. And I love this page. It's so pretty. Can't you taste the blackberries? And then there's a little washi tape right here to signify that this flips open. A little more washi tape there and there. Some writing space, book page, and stenciling. So it just kind of seals shut. And it's got washi tape on the edge as well. And here we have some of the moss, forest moss and the aged mahogany stenciling together. This actually looks like black soot down here. And then that one, more of this pretty toile ribbon. This is, we're getting close to the back. More stenciling. It's the cutie little mouse. All right, this is the back. So this flips open. Let me move over a little bit here. Sorry if I've not been in frame for that. I forget to look up. Oh, mice go to bed. That one. Oh, very cute. So that's all from the book page. A little bit of the notebook paper here and the scrapbook paper. More toile ribbon. Little winter mouse with the blue velvet and bling. And this kind of brown trim stuff for writing. Flip that closed and then come over here. We have another little envelope and I signed this one. This one probably took me a year to get this one done actually. So, you know, I just finished it a couple weeks ago, but it had been sitting on my, you know, to finish projects for quite a long time. So that's maybe why I'm not quite as familiar with it as I could be at this point. This actually could have just slipped out of this. See, that's how I don't remember. That's Sorry Silk tie, a little lace, and some of the Brambly Hedge book page. And this is from my embossing machine again, and just flips open for some writing space. And this one is another envelope that I stenciled on and used some punches to do the scrapbook paper, a gold sticker, and then a circle punch for the little mouse from the Brambly Hedge book. That opens, and I actually did not tuck anything in here. Like that. So that is the Brambly Hedge book. I had so much fun making this one. Like, it's just really, really sweet, you know. I always as a child loved the, like, Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of NIMH, or anything where the, you know, animals had like people lives. They wore clothes and did people things. I absolutely loved those. I had a lot of pets growing up too. I had dogs and cats and chickens and rats and hamster and mice, snails. Did I say chickens? Yeah. Rabbits. All kinds of stuff. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider subscribing to my channel, giving the video a like. Let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for when you make ring-bound journals or anything you want to see next. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.